On May 30th, 2026, 61,000 fans packed into the Budapest Puskás Arena. This was the Champions League final. On one side, Paris Saint-Germain was 90 minutes away from becoming the second club in the modern era to win back-to-back titles. On the other, Arsenal was looking to end a brutal 20-year drought and lift the trophy for the very first time. But just 6 minutes after kickoff, that entire pre-match narrative collapsed. Kai Havertz found the back of the net, giving Arsenal an immediate 1-0 advantage. Scoring early in a major final forces a difficult tactical choice. A team must decide in real time whether to keep pressing their momentum or immediately drop back to protect the fragile lead before the trap closes. Mikel Arteta chose protection. He pulled his squad into a rigid defensive block, collapsing the space in their own half and daring the reigning champions to try and break them down. To maintain that defensive shell, Arsenal prioritized breaking PSG's rhythm, using every stoppage to slow the match down. They held the ball at throw-ins, took their time on goal kicks, and manufactured constant, intentional delays. That immediate advantage pushed Arsenal straight into survival mode for the remaining 84 minutes, sacrificing their natural attacking flow for pure containment. Sitting deep and absorbing pressure is a standard tactical choice, but pairing a low block with persistent time wasting introduces a highly unpredictable variable into the match. Arsenal's tactics worked perfectly to stall PSG's attackers, but they also severely tested the patience of the match officials. By halftime, the tone on the pitch was highly fractured. Former Arsenal midfielder Samir Nasri pointed out exactly how those early delays created a ripple effect in the second half. According to Nasri, the referee systematically whistled against Arsenal after the break. In his view, the officials actively punished the London club for dragging their feet during the first 45 minutes. Elite game management depends on a balance. A team must suppress the opposition without exhausting the patience of the officiating crew. While Arsenal dug into the trenches, PSG manager Luis Enrique remained composed on the touchline. Even down a goal, he refused to abandon his structure. Instead of throwing bodies forward and leaving his defense exposed to counterattacks, his squad systematically cycled the ball, probing the low block for a single weak point. That methodical pressure finally caused Arsenal's structure to crack in the 65th minute. PSG won a penalty, and Ousmane Dembele converted it to tie the match at 1-1. With the score deadlocked through the end of regulation, the match dragged into extra time. As extreme physical exhaustion set in, the careful tactical shapes on both sides began to dissolve. This timeline tracks fouls and pards over 120 minutes. Arsenal's foul count steadily rises, yielding 5 bookings. Looking at this dense cluster of extra-time disciplinary actions, it's clear the mounting friction shattered whatever rhythm the match had left. By the 120th minute, the disciplined system seen earlier had given way to a war of attrition. With flagging bodies and failing discipline, the match entered a final phase defined by pure mental endurance. After 2 hours of grueling collective effort, everything reduces to a single player, a ball, and a goalkeeper. The team structure vanishes, replaced by the crushing isolation of a sudden death penalty shootout. Paris Saint-Germain shot first, Gonzalo Ramos scored, and from that moment on, Arsenal was forced to shoot from behind, matching PSG's conversions just to stay alive through the first 4 rounds. By the 5th round, PSG held a 4-3 advantage. The entire tournament rested on the shoulders of Arsenal's center-back, Gabriel Magalhaes. He had to score to force sudden death. He stopped up, struck the ball, and sent it sailing high over the crossbar. In an instant, the shootout was over. As the Londoners collapsed on the pitch, Paris Saint-Germain celebrated. They successfully defended their title, matching Real Madrid's 2017 squad as the only back-to-back Champions League winners in the modern era. The victory secured legal. Talent is a baseline. Trophies are ultimately claimed by the squad that can survive the razor-thin psychological margins of a 2-hour war.